Howdy folks, it is Lancel90 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Planet Zoo. Alright, poison frog research. Back on the snail. Can we do anything else with you, my good sir? Yep. I don't know if we should put all three plants in there, but do I have a reason otherwise? Don't worry about it too much. Our hogs are reproducing as well. Alright, we can probably start working on another habitat here. So, probably branch out either this way to make use of our hut over here, or we should branch out this way to keep a main street going here. I'm worried that this area here is going to get clogged up. But also with the location of our water treatment, we kind of want to go out this way to extend things out. What are you obstructed for? Sometimes you have to improvise, adapt, overcome. I'll get it eventually here. Forgot that you can make these. Oops. There we go. One other thing I was thinking of before we move on. Said that these people are kind of upset about the fence. Yeah, it says the view is fine from here. What I was noticing, I don't think it applied to the chain link. Pretty sure that the wood was just as good. But what you can do, based on what I think I know, get in past the trees so I don't get window. See? It's a window option. Thinking, select all. To here. Say glass. And I bet they can see in better that way. Seems pretty effective. Okay, next animal. Oh, they had a baby. I didn't even notice. It's a silver one, too. It's pretty cool. That's probably why they're a little bit happier than they were before. Also, these things can get better food, by the way. Does not bother me. Next animal. I would definitely like something cool. Warthogs, gazelle type creatures, they're okay. I'm really looking for something kind of awesome. Wild dogs, potentially. Cheetahs, you know, anything that's like stuff that people really want to see. And a grizzly bear, brown bear. Yeah, people do want to see elephants, but they're a little extra large. I'll monitor. Red panda, red left lemur. King-tailed lemur. Crocodile, tiger, snow leopard. Spotted bean. Timber wolf, lion. What do we got? Wild dogs. Wolves, Nile monitor. Wild dogs would be quite a bit up my alley, I think. I don't know if they would need a heater in this climate or not, though. Some of these other ones haven't needed one, so I don't think that African wild dogs would need one. Could be wrong, though. What do you things like? So we'll smash our conservation credits. So if we mess up, it could screw us over pretty good. There's no height listed here for the boundary. Group size 2 through 6, up to 4 males and up to 2 females. It's unusual. Usually it's like 1 male and 6 females or something. Like 2 and 2. Yes, wolves are really freaking awesome too. But see, there's 2 that have no fertility genes. So let's switch it down to just the African wild dog. I think they're okay for the climate too. It's no more normal. Oh, I still had the search function on. I guess that's fine. I'd like it to just be the African wild dog though. Thank you. Alright. Give me the male. Didn't play a sound effect, so I'm just hoping beyond hope that it's okay. Give me Female. Ooh, do we just keep a pair? I think it said that it prefers if there's... It likes to have a pack. I'm gonna get a third even though it kills our conservation credits. Okay. Now. Wikipedia. They have like a big ol' honkin' area. Okay. Can do. Did we get any information about... Wish we could start researching them while they're in the container. There's no height listed. It's very frightening. It's grade 2 at least. There's no concrete barrier. Maybe we haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, I forgot that grade 2 actually is worse. Like, the higher the number, the better. Give me the wood logs again. Maybe give me just a little bit of extra space. One does need to be fairly large. Yeah, we'll have to do something about the staff buildings. Actually, kind of looks like they got rid of the ability for the wooden wall to bend. See, I don't want this to look exactly like the other one. Let's see. Oops. All I'm trying to do is make it like a little bit more flexed. You know what? I'm wondering if it was actually the glass barrier, even though it doesn't make sense. If it was actually the glass barrier, yeah, this doesn't really make sense. Curved glass is like extremely expensive. So it should be like anything else that can, anything else can curve, but not the glass. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build it out of glass, even though it's ridiculous. And then we're going to replace it all with wood. What should happen is it'll allow us to place curved wood, basically. Don't like that hard corner there, but it's not really curving the way I would like it to. Guess 13-foot length. That's kind of a little bit more what I was looking for. Still not quite perfect, but like those lines. Now it does still work like that. I don't know why you can't just put curved wood. I do want to select just specific spaces here. I think of the long-term plans and stuff about like these the staff buildings back here. Basically what I'm thinking. Get deletion tool to this path. We slap down staff path. I don't know why it's like. Oops. That's why, because of the path. This is totally trashed, but I think it'll function. It does look a little bit more stylized, at least. And just drop in another rut. And do that. Like a fairly substantial lake in this one. Wow, that car is incredibly loud. Make things look a little bit more interesting in there. All right. Wild. I don't know if it's more than one word or if it's just a single word. Wild dog habitat. That button just never seems to work. I don't really know what's going on with it. We can actually get pretty good fang mates and stuff out of this game. It's just, for some reason, that particular step always seems to freeze up on me. Okay, so let us work zones. Warthogs and exhibits. Brooks, we are going to remove the exhibit and add this one. And dogs. It also mean that better training. Then also both work zones will also need the new check. Okay. Doggos. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay. They do not like this much long grass. They would prefer much more short grass. Sounds good to me. We can lower the intensity down and try to do something like a little bit more interesting looking, maybe. Try not to like completely make things really bland looking. Instead have things nice and varied. Hopefully. Could go for more soil. Long grass. Crank up the intensity on that and just try to dissolve the long grass, I think. Okay. Shelter. Oh, we should get our vet immediately working on dogs. Shelter for wild dog. This habitat actually has the room for the big shelter, so I think I'll give this a shot. It's strange how, like, sometimes the ground jumps up to meet this, and then other times it doesn't. I wonder if I actually made it, like, harder on myself by trying to lower it down. And that actually made it worse. Alrighty. They don't need plant coverage, but they sure could have it. They like African grasslands. Nice and simple. Wonder if we can get one of these in. Oh no, they're just so intense. Plus, I bet it'll give us like a absurd amount of coverage. I think I'm just gonna avoid them for now. Gotta avoid those common reeds. Reading up here by taking that and sinking it. Didn't go through. You know what? We haven't been putting rocks down. I don't think they're really bothered by like what types of rocks or anything. It's mostly just for appearance's sake. But yeah, I totally forgot about rocks. We could have been doing that the whole time. Made our places look quite a bit more interesting. There we go. How does it look? Food and enrichment still. Hey, they have some stuff that they can already use. My depth perception was not following that one. Could they use? Don't have any food enrichment. That's okay. We'll get it researched. And it really feels like there needs to be something over here, so let's... Furry, I'm gonna fix these two. I'm gonna let them actually be this big. Go. Then grassland. Like one more tree. Hopefully that wasn't too much coverage. Nope, they're fine. Oh, it's swimming. You guys think tickets are underpriced? Are probably correct. Let's see, we need... educational signs, I always forget where they're at. This bottom left one, I gotta remember that. Okay, these all need to be about the African wild dog. The signs are all backwards again. I don't know why it does. Why they insisted upon changing the map mode when you're trying to place things that need the full visual representation to understand what direction they're facing, you know? I also think the fade away from black is not necessary. Or the fade to black and the transition there is not necessary. This is like our first big ticket animal here, so it's important that this seems pretty good. Not have grade 2 food for. Tickets are underpriced. You're having issues. Your social is really bad right now. Oh, you're out of hard shelter too. Ah! People weren't messaging me when I'm trying to play a game. A little bit more toy enrichment. I don't know if we got more toy enrichment. The spring box. Grab ball, they don't have the grazing feeder. Or, yeah, they do. Grazing ball, small barrel feeder. Yeah, they've got a little bit of everything. I guess they could have another grab ball. Didn't seem to do anything. If they need more social, they need to breed more. We're all out of time for this video. If you've enjoyed it, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.